Whiskers. 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 Huh? Meow. You say, no, I have whiskers. I have actual whiskers. You just have play whiskers. Because you're getting old. I know. It's bad. I guess it's not bad because it's supposed to happen, right? This is what happens when you get older. You start to look older. Yeah? Well, I think I've aged pretty gracefully. It's more important, you know, that you grow spiritually. Because if you grow spiritually, then, like, aging won't bother you. And you'll embrace those things that you're taught by the material world to run away from, like a little bitch. Okay? So, aging, things being harder, things being depressing, you know? I think that you just have a deeper acceptance of the way that things are. And I feel like I've always had an old soul. People have made that remark quite often. But as childlike as I am, I'm still very old school. I'm very, like, wise or whatever. Like, there's just so many things that are, like, really obvious to me that aren't obvious to everybody else. Like, the media's lying. You know, that was always obvious. So for people that are like, I'm so glad Trump said it. It's like, why does he need to say it, bitch? Why do you need somebody to say everything for you? It's like if people did more than just mass consume, they wouldn't require anybody to do anything for them. Because they would already be going out doing it. What are you doing? She's licking the sink. Because she can. Yeah. Yeah, she can. She can do that. She has no shame. Yeah. It's like, I know that I have quite an attitude towards my fellow countrymen, but that's because they bore me and they're lazy and they don't care about anything. Okay? So when I live in a society that's so obviously apathetic and all they do is whine and play the victim vicariously and they don't have to actually experience any oppression whatsoever, but they just love to think that they do, yeah, I think that those people should kill themselves. I'm not wrong for that. I still have empathy for them. I do. Just because I make statements like that, it doesn't mean that I don't still have empathy. I just made a statement. That's true. Lots of things can be true at once. Okay? It's very rare that a lot of the stuff that people think, it's very rare that, like, you know, if you're talking about, like, leftists especially, like, it's very rare that anything they think is true. But, like, you know, schizophrenics, like, we can believe, like, 25 things at once. Like, we can see the whole picture, whereas most people can only see one particular angle of it at once. But we're very blessed with a very, very misunderstood gift that allows us to purely empathize with the scum of the earth, okay? And because we can do that, we can understand the way that they think. We can understand, like, what their next move is going to be. So that's why I stress that, like, people should, like, figure out a way to, like, do without their smartphone, because that's what they're going to go after next. They're going to, like, tell you that you can't do this, you can't do that unless you have this phone. And, like, is that really how you want to live your life? Everything revolves around this demonic TV that constantly listens to you and follows you around. And what would I do without it? How could I exist? How could I take a crap without TikTok Okay? Is that really how you want to live? I mean, I had to ask myself that question when I quit drinking. Do you really want to wake up every day and have to drink vodka so that your withdrawals go away? Do you I mean, it's the same thing with anything, you know, with pot. You know, like, I don't want to have weed everywhere I go. I don't want to be freaking out if I'm running out of something. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not a positive way to live. Drug addiction is not good. But technology is the only addiction that is, like, promoted and encouraged and financed by the government. I mean, they'll literally, like, just give you a phone so they can track you and keep tabs on you always. And it's just really frightening how many people, like, don't care about that. And it's not even about, like, oh, they're watching me and shit. It's not about that. It's the principle of it. Why do you want them to have that over you? Why do you want to make it easier for them to control you and run your life? Why do you want that? Oh yeah, because you're a piece of shit sheep that doesn't want to do anything on your own. I'm so sorry, I forgot. It's just so annoying. Anyway. I'm not technophobic. If I was technophobic, I'd kill myself. So please don't call me that. And I'm not a Luddite either. If I was a Luddite, nobody would have a phone. Nobody would have a TV. Nobody would have a computer. Nobody would have an Apple Watch. Okay? So unless you really want me to break all of the stuff that you rely on so heavily, because how would you do anything without it? Okay? Don't call me Luddite. Anyway, you've called yourself a Luddite. I can call myself a Luddite. I can do that. Nobody else can do that. Okay? Don't forget it.